हेलो एवरीवन, डॉक्टर सऊद मलिक एक बार फिर आपके सामने काइनेमैटिक्स के डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स के साथ। सेकंड सेशन आज हमारा काइनेमैटिक्स के साथ अभी हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। डेफिनेटली आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट you all will go through that first session also because that is quite connected with it. So let me start it from here, and from this point I would like to start from the definition of the motion once again. As you know students that motion, जैसा कि हमने लास्ट टाइम डिस्कशन में आपको बताया था, when a body is changing its position with respect to the surrounding after passage of the time, तब आप उसको मोशन के नाम से जानते हैं। तो once again I am repeating that definition. When a body changing its position with respect to surroundings after passage of time, that is very important part, after passage of time, इसी को हम मोशन के नाम से जानते हैं। बट क्वेश्चन इज दैट हम इस मोशन की स्टडी किस तरीके से करें। अगर आप किसी जगह, किसी स्पेस में, किसी सराउंडिंग्स में मोशन की स्टडी करना चाहते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली यू नीड टू ऑब्जर्व द थिंग हाउ दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज मूविंग। और इसको जानने के लिए आपको डेफिनेटली एक कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम की जरूरत होती है। सो लेट मी टेल यू दैट बेसिकली कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम हम सभी अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं। ऑल स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट बी अवेयर ऑफ दैट। आपके 10th स्टैंडर्ड का एक बहुत ही पॉपुलर टॉपिक रहा है कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम, कोऑर्डिनेट मैथमेटिक्स में। सो डेफिनेटली यू आर अवेयर ऑफ दैट। इफ आई टेक दैट one axis over here and second is here like that and the third is like that. So you can see that these three axes are creating a coordinate space or the coordinate platform for the study. Okay, तीन axes को we can name them like this is the x dash, this is the y dash, and that one is going to be z dash. So when a body is moving, so surely उसके कोई ना कोई नंबर्स में चेंज आता होगा, उसके डिस्टेंस, उसके जो डिस्टेंस है उनमें बदलाव नजर आएगा। अब उस बदलाव को you need to observe that change on different axes. If you are observing that only in one axis it is changing, so you can say that this is the one dimensional motion. So study of the motion we can do in the three modes. The first mode is known as the 1D mode, and the second mode is known as the 2D mode, and the third mode is 3D mode. What does it mean? D means that dimension. Means in the case of the one dimensional analysis, you will see the change of the value only in one axis, only on one axis. It means that whether it will be x axis, y axis, or z axis, it doesn't matter. So you can note down that when the change is only in one axis, change in only one axis. If it is in the two axis, that will be like change in the two axis, that will be two dimension. Change in two axis. Any two axis will change in it. And the 3D, change in all three axis. Change in all three axis. There are certain example. For example, if I am saying 1D, one dimensional motion, so definitely straight moving car, one of the classical example of it, straight moving car. अगर आप उसको notice करें तो you will observe that this car is moving on a straight path without any change on any other axis. It is changing only on one axis. Like the road is very much like a single axis, that is x-axis. And the second, the 2D, you can observe when this car is moving on the zigzag track. Zigzag track is a kind of track when the car is moving like that. Can you see that? It is a zigzag kind of pattern. So it is showing you that car is changing its position on both axes. It is changing on x-axis as well as on the y-axis. So both of the changes are observable in this case. That's why it is known as the 2D motion. The 3D motion is like the movement of the flying aeroplane. This is an example of the 3D because aeroplane, when you will see that aeroplane is flying in the sky, it is changing in all three dimension. That is moving forward, x-axis is changing, and at the same time the y is also changing and z is also changing. That is known as the 3D motion. So all three kind of motions are observable over here. So these three motions are very important, and all of them you need to discuss one by one in the separate topic. Okay, that's why I'm giving you a reference over here, and surely in the next video we will discuss them in detail one by one. Okay, so till then, thank you so much. Keep watching, and please do not forget to subscribe, follow, and share these important videos.